impossible, impossible. Impossible.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. It seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And space tough to come by there, so we get maybe a yard to the 37. The Dolphins sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flynn.
I just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
On third down, it's Willis. Being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown! A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw again on second down, Willis. And there is a mark, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Third down, it's Willis. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was third down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Second down, here's Willis. Throw left side complete. That's Flynn. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Willis hits the turf, sliding down and picking up the first. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Willis. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. He's got the first down and more than that. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This complete to Langford. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. 7-7, our score after 1. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second down, Mostert. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Touchdown. Amari Cooper from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They run with Mostert off the option. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Second down throw coming by Willis. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, Willis. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Here's Mostert. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But he has been a work. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. You better bring it.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They come out with one back and three tight ends. They'll try it now with Mostert. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, I think we've got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on first down, but they came right back on second down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a first down.
On first down, Mahomes steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Byron Jones getting to him from the secondary.
Now Charles dealing with a third and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as they have taken the lead. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Willis to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run the option left. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Mostert off the read option. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Flush to his right. And he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 60. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
72 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Nike 18.
Willis looking to throw on first down.
Escaping the pressure right.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 18-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On third down, here comes Mostert.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flynn. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Six yards left on second down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I'm on.
Here's a give up the middle. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
Willis on the sneak.
Trying to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. He had 3 touchdowns.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes all tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's taken it around the 40. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Willis. That's out to Hill, right side complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because it plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Willis. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And he picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
Gets past one man. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. One final try for Mahomes. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Dolphins, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll